Hey everyone, Yuna Skeleton over here, and in today's video, let me talk about the teams that I have been using to beat Yuna Sakura shells. So basically, I'm gonna show my guild battle teams and my arena team, and give you like just a little guideline on what I've been doing. Okay, so first of all, these are teams designed to hunt for Yuna, but they work against any mage in general. Like I don't have like light resistance in here or light killer in here. I only have magic resist. These are basically magic resist teams. And again, Yuna is probably the strongest mage right now, so you're probably gonna see a lot of Yuna if you're fighting mages. Uh, and Sakura's really strong with her, so yeah, Yuna Sakura uh, really easy target. But again, you can go after Garvel, Little Leela, but make sure that you're fighting a team with at least two characters out of three mages being mages. And yeah, I think that's basically the gist of it. So here we go. Rain's in all of my teams. He's just such a ridiculous character. He's so good as a magic tank, and like he often uh, takes zero damage from like a Sakura or Yuna limit burst. It is actually insane how often like you see like him cast Astral Guard, run up, then Sakura goes up, casts her limit break, and it's just like you see Rain taking 3 hits and just dealing 0 damage. Actually insane. So how do I achieve that? In Arena, I don't really go for that much because in Arena, I think uh, I needed to go for a bit more of defensive play because of like characters like Elsarel. Like the only time I lost in Arena was because of Elsarel. Uh, so I make him not die immediately. Uh, I use Siren for extra slash resist. I use Horn's First Division for extra slash resistance. And good magic. The magic attack's not really that useful, but sometimes Firaga is the answer and not so prominence. So yeah. And I use Selir's TMR because it works with so prominence, and again, being too defensive is not always a good option. Like you want to kill your opponents eventually, and especially Yuna because like she heals a lot, like passively and actively. So yeah, you want her dead. Um, what else? Rain is also really strong against her because he can chain. Usually, even I say that chaining isn't like a big deal in PvP, but for Yuna it actually is because sometimes like your characters just can't one-shot her because she heals with her reaction ability. But with uh, Rain he goes up, he uses so prominence, and then she heals, but out of the sudden, like all of a sudden, like Tita's next attack is gonna deal a bunch of bonus damage because of chaining. So I've been using that a lot. Tita's is just so incredibly strong. I wouldn't I would say he's overpowered, but yeah, I really don't like that word. I use this combination of his necklace and his TMR and Tita and Rain's TMR actually, sorry, for maximum tanking. Like I really don't want him to die. He's I would say he's the star of my team. Like, but that's really close. I think him and Auron like kind of share that spotlight. Uh, I use these passive skills, and yeah, but like he does just deal insane amounts of damage, and he doesn't really need bellows or like AP generation. He has so many incredible buffs. He has a sword just for him, and like basically just casting Heiska and Guardian's Fighting Spirit, he's good to go for most of the fight. Yeah, there's that. And then comes Auron. I think I underestimated him when I talked about him, when I said he's A plus. He's definitely S tier, at least for now. He's really tanky. He's tankier than I thought he would be. And he deals so much damage. Like, it is actually insane how much damage he deals. Downside is that I think he cannot be played without bells. Uh, just because he has a lot of range and no useful buffs, like for the team, he's a pretty selfish unit. So I think most of the time you want to give him bells. If not all the time, you want to give him bells. He comes out a major winner too because of Fenrir. Like, this extra 50% attack is just insane. And he deals a lot of damage. And he's very hard to kill. And his limit break is actually pretty fucking good because like it's elementless damage and he can kill like wind units that not wind units, I'm sorry. He can kill fire units that would be like sometimes out of his range with that. I really like him. Sorry, I had to take a sip of water here. My throat was itching. I use Fenrir on Titus, and for Auron in Arena, I'm giving him Aigaon. I know it's not really optimal, um, especially since my Aigaon is like this. Here I'm just showing you that if you want to use him and you don't have anyone else to use Aigaon, you just do this. But it is still pretty fucking good. He deals a lot of damage and he's pretty speedy. I'm also giving him Fenrir because I want him to be faster. Um, I could honestly give Titus uh, the vision card here just to make him like the fastest. Make sure he gets Guardian Fighting Spirit on everyone or Hastia. But I feel like it is better like this. So now for my Guild War teams. This is my defense team. I run Ildura here because one, well, she's really good versus mages, like really good. Titus is not so much, but I like the double water combo. I ran it in the attack slot for a while just to see how it went, and I gotta say it went pretty fucking well. Uh, these are the cards that I'm running. Again, Fenrir doesn't give him doesn't give anyone the extra attack, but just the extra speed here and like good damage, like a lot of dexterity, extra HP, just so useful. Magic Breeze is for everyone too. So yeah, there's that. Here I give Rain, Aigaon, and Aigaon is like this, just so you guys know. Uh, what else? Oh, yeah, I accidentally got Bahamut, and so why not? Not technically running him yet because I'm still like getting the resonance up on my characters with him. But yeah, as soon as I get it, I'll do it. Here I don't run level 4 to level 3 because high 3 to high 2 is I feel like more effective if you're fighting like level 120 characters. And her mass damage skill is also Holy Knight Purge. So I feel like this is better, but I'm not really sure. You can run any of these and get away with it. Like Ildura is just such a good character. Her TMR just so she's a bit harder to kill, and Bale Gauntlet for the extra dexterity and spirit. Oh yeah, and +5 Titus necklace. That's so good. I'm so proud of myself for being able to farm it. Oh yeah, and Siren card and Rain, just so he can tank water a bit better. Like if there's a Titus in the other team, just so he doesn't like one shot my Rain, which is still possible even with this. But yeah, uh, water attack up for everyone. Like make Titus and Udira deal even more damage. And like Holy Winter Holiday Party is such a good card. Like extra dexterity, very good, but area resistance is just so useful. Most of the dangerous attacks that you really want to be careful with are dangerous because they can kill like two or three of your characters. So yeah, I run that. I run this card to avoid that. And finally, my offensive guild battle team might come as a bit of a surprise. Medina, she's still not level 120, but she's getting there, and she is so strong. Like her EX job is so good. I think she is maybe stronger than no, she is stronger than Garvel right now. I think Garvel will catch up and probably be stronger than her when he gets his EX job. But for now, she also ignores Spirit and lowers Spirit. She lowers ice resistance too, which is something that Auron like definitely enjoys. And like that, I can run a Fenrir on Rain. He doesn't really use the attack that well, but dexterity and agility are very good on him. Same thing with HP. Still the extra attack for Auron. Auron gets to run a Glacial, which is insane. Raises ice attack for everyone and for himself. And ice resistance is kind of niche, but maybe you come up versus Agris, I don't know. Uh, but check it out, he gets 80 ice attack. That is so fucking insane. Everyone has like super high magic resistance, 83, 55, 68, 26 spirit, 20 spirit, so insane. And Ildira gets to run Black Rose's battlefield really, really well. I don't like that on Ildira because she doesn't have access to Shadow Flare, I think. And the extra accuracy, I am also pretty sure doesn't apply to her. So yeah, this also gives Medina like 4 spirit and 184 magic, which is like really strong. Uh, People don't make use of this, but I don't really care. Like the agility is enough. Uh, what else? She ranks close because even she doesn't need AP. She has a lot of starting AP, and if this buff is just way too strong. Again, like with this and like with Ildira for instance, like if Rain gets both this buff and the resist magic buff from Spellblade, it is not uncommon for him to take 0 damage like from any magic attack for the rest of the fight, which is kind of crazy. So yeah. What else? Is there anything else I want to say? Well, there is one thing I want to say. I'm sorry, like Auron, because I doubted you. This character is so strong, and the only downside to him, in my opinion, is that he relies heavily on bells. Uh, if he doesn't have bells, I think he's much worse because he has like a very good range and no really good buffs. So most of the times he'll just blow all of his AP like at the start of the fight, and like if you don't have bells, he'll definitely have AP problems. Mm, yeah, I think that's it. I run Medina also here, and instead of like a character with heals because I think that for guild battle attack you don't really need healing. Like you can get away with a more offensive team. But yeah, I think that's it. If you want to go mage hunting, these teams are really strong. Uh, and not only that, like they're not really that hard to play. Like if you see two mages, you can just click and like, these characters will just kill anyone and like rain tanks like mages. And if they have like one physical attacker, most of the times it's manageable. Maybe a character with huge AoE like Gilgamesh or Super Stern would be a real trap for you. Like if someone has the biggest rain in the world and they use Yuna uh, with Sakura and Super Stern, you'd be screwed. But otherwise, these teams are super strong. And Auron again, this character is super strong. I got him by accident because I was pulling for Jesus shards. I only need like a few more and I really wanted to get her to level 120 in like a day. But I pulled Auron like on the second step of the step up. I was like, well, what can I do? I'm gonna go for it. And then I leveled him up because I knew that if I didn't, I would regret it, like having him and not leveling him up. Because I remember doing it to Ramza and regretting it so hard. So I just said fuck it and went all in. I think it's gonna be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys can use these tips to not suffer so much versus Yuna. Our meta is really different from JP's, but I think that Yuna will still be like a very popular character and a really strong character. He's probably gonna be Orlando 2.0. Like many people will complain like about her for so long. But yeah, I think it's gonna be it for the video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a good day. Bye bye.